So we've got an Audi A6 in to the TDI. Customer's complaint is it jerks under acceleration and it has rough idle when stationary. So we're just going to do step by step and try and see what we can find. There's no engine management lights on this vehicle. So the first step would be to do a diagnostic scan and see if there's any hidden fault codes in the ECU. So we've carried out a diagnostic scan on this Audi A6 and we have uncovered a fault code relating to the camshaft position sensor coming up no signal. So what we're going to do next will be live data on that sensor and see if the car's ECU is picking up the signal. Right, so we've pulled up live data for the camshaft position sensor and the engine speed sensor. So if we start the vehicle, right, as we can see, we've got engine speed, but the camshaft sensor is reading 0. So the green line down here is flat, stating 0 there. Engine speed up here. Give it a rev. We're not picking up a camshaft position at all. So the next stage would be to replace the sensor. Right, before we go ahead and replace the camshaft position sensor, we're going to do some wiring checks. We've pulled up the wiring diagram and pin 1 is our 5-volt feed, pin 2 is our signal wire and pin 3 is our vehicle ground. So we've back pinned the camshaft sensor, connected it up to our voltmeters, and we have our 4.9 volt feed. If you had a sensor simulator, this would be a good time to use that for the signal wire to generate a pulse to see if there's any problems with the wiring up to the ECU or the ECU itself. In order to replace your camshaft sensor on your Audi A6 2-litre TDI, you have to remove the front bumper and the front section of the vehicle. Or not completely, you can remove it just enough so you can get your hands down here to get to the sensor. The sensor is located here, just under the camshaft. There is a bung that you have to push out, and in order to get the bung out, you have to remove the idle pulley. Now to remove the idle pulley, you have to set the vehicle to TDC. So the camshaft sensor is all been fitted and the front end's all back together. So the next step is to plug the scanner in and see if the fault code clears and live data reads a signal. New sensor fitted. Let's see if it works. Fantastic. All of the customers' complaints, rough idle and juddering under acceleration, have all corrected themselves after replacement of the camshaft sensor.